This might be the most underrated place in Japan. You've probably heard of Sapporo, and that's probably because it's a beer. But turns out that beer is named after the city it's from, and that city is the second snowiest city in the world. And home to the most incredible snow festival on Earth. That's happening right now. But wait, there's more. Sapporo is on the island Hokkaido, the northernmost island of Japan, and the best of basically every food you can think of comes from Hokkaido. Best dairy, Hokkaido. Best seafood, Hokkaido. Best soy products, Hokkaido. Even the best beef. You thought it was Kobe, but turns out Hokkaido. Speaking of amazing food, we are getting so hungry. It has been a crazy travel day, and there is only one place to start our food journey through Sapporo.
Ganso Ramen Yokocho, an entire alley of ramen shops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ramen shops. Every single one that's open pretty much has a line. It is actively snowing right now. It's just like the perfect time to go get some delicious hearty ramen. We found a spot that is crazy well reviewed. In Sapporo, they're known for like a miso ramen, and they also do a variation on that where they use like butter and corn. So we're gonna give both of those a try.
This is a safety item. Very important.
I even got the spicy corn with butter. Look at that butter right there.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. A really umami base, but it's not thick, packing a lot of flavor in there because of that miso. Miso is fermented soybean, so it makes sense that it's packing that umami punch. So this is corn and butter in a ramen, a first for me. The butter flavor is strong. It's so simple, but it makes so much sense. Burst of sweetness from the corn, creamy goodness of the butter as it's melting into that miso. Totally makes sense because butter is gonna warm your insides on a cold, snowy day like this.
I just got the basic miso ramen since it is something that this area is so known for. That's so different, but so good. I've obviously had a lot of miso and I've had a lot of ramen, but I've never had them together. Like, this is a great pairing, just like so comforting on this cold, cold day. It's not so fatty like the ramen that I'm used to. It definitely still has fat in it, but it feels a lot lighter, which is good because you would be eating this probably a lot more often in a cold place like Sapporo.
Look at the damage your bib is already taking.
Yep.
Shrapnel.
If I have a bib on, I'm gonna use it. It's snowing! Just a few steps away from our ramen alley is ice sculptures. Look at this. Susukino Ice World. This side seems to be the sponsored ones. It's literally an ad for the ramen alleys.
The Snow Festival takes place in a few locations, but the ice sculpture event is the smallest, which is mind-blowing. There are so many ice sculptures and they are stunning and detailed. I am in awe. I can't believe this isn't even the main event. When I think of ice sculptures, I think of fancy dinners in the movies, invitation only, but here are these beautiful, intricately carved works of art in the middle of the road for free. Incredible.
Oh, this one is the first prize winner. Destruction and creation. That's cool, the wings are super detailed.
This is extra in the most amazing way possible. Little offices, and they're made of ice. Snow crab actually in the snow.
I could spend hours looking at all the intricate details here, but I have a feeling they're going to be even more incredible when they're illuminated at night. So we'll be back.
Checked into our hotel, and cold weather Madison and Ivan has been activated. We got beanies now, got my ski jacket now, gloves, and now we are walking to the main event. We are here in Sapporo for the biggest festival of the year.
The first thing we see is a bunch of cute shops, food stalls, and activities.
This actually reminds me a lot of the Christmas markets we went to in New York City.
But then we see some incredible snow sculptures and realize this is going to be so much better than a Christmas market in New York City. And look at this! I feel like we're back at Team Lab's museum.
Ah, this is a snow city in the future.
The future.
The future looks awesome.
The Sapporo Snow Festival started in 1950 when some high school kids decided to build a few snow statues in the park. 74 years later, in this same park, there are hundreds of snow sculptures. They span 12 blocks, or almost a mile, and it attracts millions of visitors every year.
The intestine is an important organ for health. We wish for healthy lives for people all over the world.
Who thought we'd be seeing snow sculptures of intestines?
I absolutely love the randomness of the sculptures. Most of the snow statues we're looking at now were built by volunteers in the community. And it is so cool to see the variety of people that live in this city and their interests through the art they've made.
Now my favorite one. That's made by a youth group.
Wild. It's so gorgeous.
Thanks to Google Translate, we are even more confused about some of them.
And Opanchu Usagi. Don't worry, I'm wearing panties.
What?
That's the description, so.
These translations are out of control.
That's what it says. Hey, I don't make this up.
You might need to translate this one. Don't lick the baby.
Aliens and their friends.
This one's artsy. This one I haven't translated. Is the butt the most charming part? So now we're on the other side where we can kind of see the butt. Yeah, I guess it's charming.
They encouraged you to walk around and look at his butt.
Yeah, they were like, please look at this butt from both sides.
This one's a very short description. Chikaya. Ya! Ya! Plan G. Anya becomes Mr. Godzilla and appeals to Jinan.
Ooh, this one seems protesty. Unions.
That's funny. That's such an American thing because it represents rock, paper, scissors. I express my passion for rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my god. These have all been incredible so far, but it looks like it's about to get even more crazy.
Yeah, it just looks good.
Let's get it. Hokkaido is known for its dairy. Honestly, it seems like everything that is the best is from Hokkaido. So we're excited to be getting a little bit of the milk, and it's warm milk on this extremely cold day. It is so creamy. It is so good.
That's good. It's warming my insides.
I like how we were like, oh man, oh, we can see ahead and it's gonna be incredible. And then we were like, oh, but wait, hot milk. This is massive. Oh my God.
From the TV anime Golden Kamuy, centered on the action and suspense surrounding buried treasure set in Hokkaido.
This is so huge. Back of these giant snow sculptures are being used for ads. Oh my gosh. This is so great. Hey, what are you doing with this?
No, I was gonna try to make a
Make
mini
one.
but
It's something.
I was getting so defensive about how mine looks bad and theirs looks too perfect.
He's
But
literally getting defensive
vindicated.
against children. This is called Snow Kids Park. And Ivan's like,
They
"Whoa."
cheated.
Queen and Adam Lambert. Ivan dances to this song on Beat Saber.
More hot milk. You can never have too much hot milk.
Thank you for the milk.
That is really good milk. It has this natural creamy and mild sweetness to it, very mild. There's something about after milk hits that that temperature, like the frothed milk, silky almost, like velvety. Coats your mouth.
This is so funny that we're accidentally doing a milk tour of Sapporo.
Hey, milk, snow, both
Milk
white.
tour.
It makes sense. So far, this one is number one. Milk stand.
This one is an incredible snow sculpture and also a stage. The building of these huge snow sculptures is done by the army, along with the help of volunteers from the community. Chainsaws, chisels, shovels, and heavy machinery are used for 2 weeks to a month to build them. And while this is the second snowiest city in the world, only the purest snow can be used. If there's any impurities in the snow, it'll absorb light and cause the snow to melt. So around 30,000 tons of snow are brought in from golf courses and parks around the community. Once the snow structure is complete, they spray water over the top to freeze them in place. Absolutely incredible how much work goes into this.
Hey, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh my gosh, Ivan used to be a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player. Or competitive.
Competitive, yes, not professional. You know, when I saw pictures of the snow festival, I didn't expect it to be here, like in the heart of the city. I expected it not in the rural area, but like somewhere in between, like suburbia or like suburban area where there'd be like more space.
But we're like on Main Street right now.
Yeah, we're basically in the middle of the city right now. This is awesome.
But what city are we in the middle of? I think we might have walked too far because I'm pretty sure we've just made it to Germany. I have actually been here before. It is the Schweinstein Castle, the castle that inspired the Disney castle. And this castle was built by over 1,000 people and it took them 30 days. This is so beautiful. Look at this! This might be my favorite yet, the old train station.
The sun has set, it has gotten really, really cold out there.
And the amazing thing is they have these community warmer lounges for free. You can just come hang out in here.
These are lifesavers.
The Winter Olympics were held in Sapporo in 1972, and I love that they created this Olympic section of the park for the International Snow Festival competition, where teams from around the world compete. There are 9 teams this year: Hawaii, Mongolia, Thailand, Lithuania, Indonesia, Poland, Portland, Oregon, Singapore, and Korea. Mongolia won. I mean, look at this.
This might be one of my favorite sections of the entire ice sculptures. Like, it's just so cool to be like transported to all these countries through these incredible pieces of art.
And now we are back at Old Sapporo Station for a projection show. This is incredible. I almost cried. Traveling through the seasons of life at the train station. Who knew a projection show on a snow sculpture at a snow festival would be so emotional? This is more the type of projection show I was expecting. No crying here, but this is still so incredibly cool. Whew. Okay, we did it. It is so cold. Let's go eat something warm somewhere warm right now.
Another one of the most famous dishes in Sapporo is their soup curry. And Reddit said that Sama is one of the best spots created in Sapporo. Soup, amazing in this weather. Curry, amazing in this weather. Together, I feel like it's gonna be a dream come true. Also, can we talk about how stylish Ivan has looked today?
Got my Japan fashion on. Uniqlo.
When I first started researching food in Sapporo, I was surprised to hear soup curry. To people who have actually been to Sapporo, this is the dish that's worth talking about. Pork curry, level 8 spicy, which is in the very spicy range. Coconut soup base. When you're traveling, getting dishes that have like fresh green veggies in it is so exciting. And this has broccoli, this has okra, this has green peppers, carrots, corn. Oh my goodness. I can do a happy dance right now. This is so good. And this sweet coconut soup paired with the spicy and like hearty flavors, incredible. It reminds me a bit of a Thai curry because of that combination.
which I love. This is probably one of my favorite soup curry type of dishes that I've ever had. You have to get this when you come to Sapporo.
Natto curry. It's a tomato base because that's what they recommend. 10 spice level. So much complexity in there. You think tomato soup, you think Campbell's, this ain't it. Rich spices. There's a lot of complexity in that flavor. There's a good amount of veggies that are hidden in here, and they're all soaked in this delicious curry soup combo. It makes everything taste good. That heat really builds. This is perfect for a cold day like this. I'm gonna be walking out of here sweating, and I'm gonna carry that heat all the way through the ice sculptures and back to the hotel.
Oh, this looks even cooler at night. We're back. We had to see them at night, and honestly, I think they look even cooler at night. Like, look at how amazing this is all lit up. We are back at it again. We are headed to do the final few things on our list. We have made it to Nijo Fish Market. And you can tell because the crowds suddenly pick up. This used to be one of the main fish markets for the city. Now it's more of a place just to come get fish for eating right now. Everything is already starting to look delicious. Hokkaido seafood is such a huge deal that when we were in Tokyo, which is not in Hokkaido, every seafood restaurant was advertising like, oh, we have crab from Hokkaido. Oh, we have scallops from Hokkaido, like to assure you that it's gonna be the best quality. I'm very excited to now finally be getting a taste of the seafood itself here. That is so good. The freshness of the seafood paired with delicious heartiness of a miso soup. We have been having a lot of miso soup. Sometimes restaurants literally just give you miso soup for free as if they're giving you water. Like, miso soup flows through this country. But this one, with the crab so strong of a flavor in it, this is definitely one of my favorites we've had.
Oh, all the juices of the crab are in this miso, giving it extra delicious flavor. Boom, look at that. Super, super tender. There's just been slow cooking in that soup.
Present for you.
What?
Arigatou
gozaimasu.
Thank you. Please, this channel subscribe. どうぞよろしく。
Look at what he just gave us. Beautiful, beautiful abalone grilled on a skewer and torch it and everything. Just what a nice char on that. I gotta get a bite of this while it's still hot. Juicy. Actually, that is actually a scallop. They leave the ring of flesh on the outside still on it, and we're messing around. I don't know why we get rid of that, because it actually has such a nice flavor and a completely different texture, almost creamy. Hokkaido is known around the world for their scallops. The best in the world come from Hokkaido. Absolutely delicious. You can taste the freshness.
That's so good. They're opposite in what makes them good almost. Like, crab is super, super good, super tender, super delicious, but it pairs so well with the miso. The miso's definitely doing something too to make this delicious dish. The scallop, on the other hand, we're literally just eating a scallop that was on the grill. Like, we watched him fire it, that is all. This ingredient is speaking completely by itself, then you don't want to cover it up with anything. Like, it is so perfect and delicious and tender and buttery on its own. Stunningly delicious. Highly recommend you come here. This man is incredible. He's so friendly. Some of the freshest most delicious seafood you will ever have. I'm so glad we did this. We could not leave Sapporo without getting some Sapporo beer. This is how everyone throughout the world knows about Sapporo. When I told people I was coming to Sapporo, there were a lot of people that just said, oh, like the beer? Kanpai. Just a simple, fresh lager, classic Sapporo. Feels right to be drinking a Sapporo and Sapporo. That was a delicious ending to our time here in Sapporo. I'm so glad we got to try so many of the classics of this city and of this island and got to see their biggest festival of the year. This has been amazing. This is an underrated city for sure. We're headed back to our hotel to head on out to the next mad adventure, something that's been on my bucket list for years.
There are so many more amazing mad adventures in Japan to come, so please share this video with someone you think would enjoy it. Hit those subscribe and like buttons. All of that seriously helps us so much. And we'll see you on the next one.